Good evening, everybody. It's MTG Next Door. It is Doc. I am going to take play out of Stitch's playbook here. And let's crack 5 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will burn through the commons. So if there's a common I see that I don't recognize, I will read it. Otherwise, we will do this double quick time. I have not been sorting. Especially after I got that Ancient Greenweaver, because right now I got to find a deck to put that Ancient Greenweaver in, so let's see what we get out of this. Alright, so it looks like we got the Umara Mystic art card. We have an Island. That's pretty cool. I like that art. Alright, Prowling Feldeer, Tazim Raptor, Mesa Lynx, Vanquish the Weak. This is not one I think I've gotten before. 2 and a black for an instant. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Alright, we are into the uncommons. Thundering Rebuke. This is new. 1 and a red. Thundering Rebuke deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Probably okay in Oathbreaker. Not sure if it's good elsewhere. Ooh, this one's an interesting one. Lull Mage's Familiar, 1 green blue for a 2/4 beast. It's a mana dork for green and blue, and whenever you cast a kick spell, you gain 2 life. Not sure that's going in any decks I got. Not sure. Don't think so, though. Alright, we are hitting the uncommons here. So we got Vastwood Fortification. It is a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And it's a modal dual face. So the other side is probably a forest that comes into the battlefield tapped. Let's see. We got a common next up. Yep, Tormenting Voice. Nobody cares. And then we got a rare. Ooh, this is interesting. Shadow's Verdict, 3 black. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the battlefield, and all creatures and planeswalker cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from all graveyards. So you can really lay some graveyard hate on that. Good against Mr. A when he plays tokens. I don't know if it's so good against other stuff. You also got to be playing some big creatures to kind of get around this so it doesn't hit you. Pretty cool. Maybe. Let's see. Ooh, we got another rare. Alright, I got another Skyclave Relic. So, anybody in the crew want a Skyclave Relic? Let me know. Got an uncommon. Spoils of Adventure pulled one last night. Got a plant token. Alright. So, not a bad pull there. 2 rares out of that pack. Nothing big and juicy. Solid. I mean, I'm also cool just having an extra Skyclave Relic because, you know. Ooh, it's a pretty Akiri Lion Slinger. You got a mountain. Alright, Kazandu Stomper. Smite the Monstrous, which has been reprinted a bajillion times. Canopy Baloth. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Canopy Baloth gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Yeah, pretty sure I've pulled this. If I haven't, I have now. Strength of Solidarity. Oh, yep, this is a new one. Skyclave Shadowcat. Pardon me, it is the allergy time. 3 and a black for a 3/3 cat horror. 1 and a black, sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Skyclave Shadowcat. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. That's actually not bad. I'm alright with that. That could go in a good Kobold deck. Got another uncommon. Iridescent Hornbeetle, 4 and a green. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each +1/+1 counter you've put on a creature under your control this turn. That's got a place for it. I just don't know if I've got it. Alright, we've got a Skyclave Squid. Got another common. Expedition Healer, 1 and a white for a 2/2 Vigilance Core Cleric. It has lifelink as long as you got another Cleric. Alrighty. Next up, oh, I think I see a Mythic in here. Relic Vial. This is a new one. 3 for an artifact, 2 in a tap, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. As long as you control a cleric, Relic Vial has whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That is a great card for any aristocrat sacrifice deck. I mean, it is a sack outlet that draws you a card, and then if you've got a cleric, you're pinging the whole board and gaining life. That is good. Whoop. Uh-oh. I don't think we spoiled anything there. Oh boy. We're getting close to paying for this box, y'all. Alright, so this is a super spicy one. Agadeem's Awakening. X, black, 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 for a sorcery. Return from the graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have a different converted mana cost X or less. So, if you've got 10 mana, you can cast this with X equaling 7. You can get a 7, a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0. So you can actually put a land on the battlefield with this too. It is nasty. It is, I think last time I checked, this was going for like 15 bucks here. And rightfully so. I think this is the best of the modal dual face cards. This one also has a land that you can get lightning bolted by, and it will not be tapped. There is no reason for me not to put this in like every black deck I play. I play a lot of black decks. Yeah, that's a good one. That's spicy. Ooh, happy about that. Alright, we got a foil. It's a Scorch Rider. It's common. And we got a garbage token. Boom. Alright. Wow. Okay. Oh, the dopamine. I'm feeling so much dopamine right now. I could just tinkle in my pajama pants. I am so excited I got a Goblin Construct token. Given that I pulled that. Alright, that is pretty. I think that's something like Skywise Pathways or something like that. It's one of those double-sided lands. That's a good one. Ooh, and we got a Foily Plains. I'll take that. Alright, here we go again. Dreadworm, pulled a couple of these. Kazandu Stomper. Smite the Monstrous. Windrider Wizard. Alright, so we're into some uncommons pretty quick here. We got a 2 and a blue. It is a 2/2 flying wizard. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. If you didn't have to discard a card, that would be even better. But that's still not bad. I've got a place for that. This is also a new one. Merfolk Falconer, 3 blue for a 4/4 flying Merfolk wizard. Whenever you cast a kick spell, scry 2. Alright. Another uncommon. Alright, we are tearing these up. Demon's Disciple, 2 and a black. When Demon's Disciple enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, and that is a 3/1. That's ugly. That is ugly. I gotta find a place for that. Alright, we got a common. It's a Canopy Baloth with funky art. Yeah, that's alright. We got another common. It's a Zulaport Duelist. I pulled a couple of these. We got a rare. Archpriest of Iona. If I am not mistaken, Stitch pulled one of these last night. So white for a star 2. Its power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. Mana cost on that is pretty good. So it's automatically like a 1/2 because you've got a cleric here. I think in the right deck you could do something with this. But you really would have to like be building around the party mechanic, which I'm kind of thinking of doing for an Oathbreaker. We'll see. It still feels like there's a lot more in here. Let's see what else we got. Yep, we got another rare. Whoop. Oh, this is a good one. I really wanted to get this one. This card is nasty. This card is going to be coming at some people soonish. So, Thieving Skydiver. 1 and a blue for a 2/1 Merfolk Rogue. It has kicker X and X can't be 0. Flying. When Thieving Skydiver enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, Gain control of target artifact with converted mana cost X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydiver. Now, here's the important point, because Command Zone talked about this. I've been plugging Command Zone for 3 of these right now. They pay me nothing, but they're a good resource. Anyway, notice the text here. You steal an artifact. It's yours for the rest of the game. Not till Thieving Skydiver leaves the battlefield. So, if you bounce this back to your hand, flicker it, do some things, you can just keep stealing shit. That's pretty nasty. Alright, what do we got? We got an uncommon foil. We got a Skyclave Plunderer. That's alright. I think I've pulled one of those. Yep. Alright. Boy, these 3 are hitting. Let's see if this keeps going. This keeps going. That looks like a garbage token. Yeah. Booster Sleuth. There's a mini game. Alright, I'll read that later. Alright, art for a vampire. That's pretty cool. A mountain. Alright. Malakir Blood Priest. Nirmana Skittersneak. Zulaport Duelist. Cascade Seer. I don't think I've pulled this one yet. 3 and a blue for a 3/3 Merfolk Wizard. I like the art on that. When Cascade Seer enters the battlefield, scry X, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Now that I read it, I think I have actually pulled it. Oh well. Alright, Merfolk Windrobber. I've pulled one of these. Thundering Rebuke. We've gotten one of these earlier tonight. We have an uncommon modal. Kalini Ambush. 2 and a green. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Pretty nasty. Got another common, Expedition Skulker. Got an uncommon, Journey to Oblivion. I've pulled a couple of these now. What do we got next? We got a rare. Okay, I'm happy about this. So Clearwater Pathway with Murkwater Pathway. I think Stitch pulled one of these, and I think these are basically a $5 bill, so I'll take that. I play enough black-blue that is def going to get used. So we will take that. We will take that. All right, we are killing it here. Oh my gosh, this was the right 5 packs to open tonight. Because yeah. The question is, can I get any? I need to get some of these cards into some decks. That's what needs to happen. Alright, that looks pretty good. We got a swamp. Alright, let's see what we got here. Expedition Diviner, Mind Carver, Lull Mage Domination. Oh yeah, we're already into the uncommons already. Alright, I grabbed the right 5 packs tonight to lift my spirits. Pretty sure I pulled one of these, but it's kind of a cool card. So X, blue, blue, blue. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a creature whose controller has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. And then you gain control of target creature with converted mana cost X or less. So in a mill deck, that has a place. Ooh, this is an interesting uncommon. Relic Golem, 3 for a 6/6. Golem. Relic Golem can't attack or block unless an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. And then you can tap it to have target player mill 2 cards. So you can get there pretty quick if you play this on turn 3. Alright, got another uncommon. Base Camp. Cool art on that. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard spells, or to activate an ability of a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard. Probably has a slot in a 3 mana deck if all your creatures are Cleric, Rogue, Warriors, or Wizards. Outside of that, not sure it's going to be playable in any of our formats. Got another uncommon. Veteran Adventurer, 5 and a green for a 5/5 human, and he is basically all the things. So this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party, so he can help you round out a party. And he's got Vigilance. Yeah, that one's a pretty good card if you're trying to do the party thing. Alright. Pelakka Predation. 2 and a black. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a card from it with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That player discards that card. Not bad. And it's modal. We got a common here. Fissure Wizard. We got another common. Shepherd Heroes. I have not pulled this one. 4 and a white for a 3/4 flying. Angel Cleric. When Shepherd of Heroes enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each creature in your party. So you can gain up to 8 life on that. That's a little overcosted for a 3/4, but alright, next up we've got a rare. That's Buckus. And then we've got an uncommon. Oh, and I didn't realize there was a another list card here. So we've got a Latchkey Fairy. 3 and a blue for a 3/1 Fairy Rogue. Oh, what do you know? It'll work with the party deck. And then it's got Prowl. I have no idea what that is. You may play this for its Prowl cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with a Fairy or a Rogue. When Latchkey Fairy comes into play, if its Prowl cost was paid, draw a card. That's not bad. So you damage somebody with a Rogue, draw a card, cast this for cheaper. Alright, I'm not unhappy with that. Cool. Yep, y'all be careful out there. And look at that, 1623.